USC Trojans. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On third down, going up top. Got his man on the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Give to the big fullback. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. The give from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out! The 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. On target to the left. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
Penn State 14, USC 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for because they always find that guy at that position that does great things.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Coming up, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man and they convert. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. Afterburners coming. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's first down from the 11. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release on the RPO. At the 45 on his way. He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Spears.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by just 1 over NC State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Running back goes in motion. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football, but man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Ball's out. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers, you force the fumble. And man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
On the option. He'll do it himself. The pitch. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a ladder going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Marks. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the pass. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He looks that one in nicely. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Complete in the middle. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Off play action. Scrambling away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
And And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One final play before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Forced out of the pocket. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 28, USC 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll give it to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Give to the running back. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Touchdown, Trojans! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds his man. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll go right back to him. He breaks a tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Great
great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And it's good, and we're tied in the fourth quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Disney Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on.
Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Barrels ahead. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on fourth down. I'm going to go for it on fourth down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game